Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're diving into dead rails and gearing up for the intense journey to the 80-kilometer city, you're going to want to be fully prepared. In this wasteland, survival is all about having the right tools, and weapons are at the top of that list. So today we're breaking down all the weapons in the game to help you pick the best ones for your survival strategy. Whether you're battling raiders or surviving against wild creatures, your weapon choice could make all the difference. In this video, we'll go through each weapon and rank them so you can find the perfect loadout for your playstyle. Some weapons are straight-up powerhouses, while others might need a bit of extra finesse to master. By the end of this guide, you'll know which weapons give you the best shot at making it to the city. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into the world of dead rails to find out which weapons truly shine in this harsh, post-apocalyptic wasteland. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking weapons in dead rails. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, melee weapons. Alright, let's talk about one of the more interesting weapons in dead rails, the trusty C-tier melee weapon. Now before you start thinking C-tier, that doesn't sound too great. Hear me out. This weapon's got a solid punch with 20 damage, and even though it's on a 2-second cooldown, it can really help you out, especially in the early stages. Plus, it's free. Yep, you get it right from the start, which is always a bonus when you're diving into a new game. But here's the kicker. It has a chance to stun enemies. That sounds awesome, right? Well, it is, but here's the catch. Even when they're stunned, if you're in range, they'll still be able to attack. Kinda gives you that watch out feeling, but it's perfect for crowd control or buying yourself some space in those chaotic battles. Now don't get me wrong, it's not going to carry you all the way to victory, but it's definitely a useful tool in your arsenal. You're not going to be one-shotting bosses or anything, but it's reliable enough to help you keep enemies in check and avoid getting overwhelmed. It's one of those weapons that feels basic at first, but when you use it strategically, especially with that stun, it becomes surprisingly effective. Whether you're dodging enemies or just keeping them at bay for a few more seconds, this weapon's all about keeping the pressure on while you look for a better option. Just remember though, it's best used with some caution because those stunned enemies still pack a punch. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, shotgun and revolver. Alright, let's talk about two solid weapons you can grab in dead rails if you're looking to make a good impression without going overboard. First up, we have the shotgun. Now, don't be fooled by its simple look, because when things get close and personal, this bad boy can really shine. With damage ranging from 25 to 50 depending on the distance, it's your go-to when enemies are breathing down your neck. It's got a fast cooldown of just 2 seconds, so you won't be left hanging too long after that first blast. And with a 6-round slug magazine, it packs quite the punch before you need to reload. Plus, it's got 24 ammo boxes you can pick up for a solid $15 at the store. If you're into taking on enemies who aren't shy about getting close, this is a great choice. Then there's the revolver, which brings a whole different vibe. You'll notice it's a bit quicker with a 1-second cooldown, letting you pop off shots with precision. The revolver's damage is 25 for body shots and a solid 50 for headshots, so it's got some nice versatility for aiming. Not to mention, it's a little lighter on the wallet, coming in at just $35. Its 6-round magazine isn't quite as much as the shotgun, but it's balanced by its higher accuracy and faster reload. Ammo boxes are pretty much the same, so you can grab 24 more rounds for $15 when you need them. Whether you're up close or keeping your distance, the revolver will always treat you right. Now here's the thing, these two weapons work really well in different scenarios. The shotgun is perfect when things are getting hectic up close, and you need that instant, raw power. The revolver, though, gives you that nice range and quick reload for those precision moments, especially when you're looking to keep enemies at a bit more of a distance. It's about knowing when to pull out the big loud shotgun or when to rely on the clean, quick shots of the revolver. The best part? Both are affordable and come with plenty of ammo, so you can always keep them in your rotation without breaking the bank. Ultimately, it's all about your playstyle. Are you the type who likes to get right up in the action and blow things away? The shotgun's your pal. But if you're the kind who likes to take a more methodical, accurate approach, the revolver is a fantastic sidekick. And the cool part, you don't need to choose one or the other. Mix them up and see what fits your vibe for the day. Whatever you decide, you can't go wrong with these B-tier guns. They may not be the flashiest, but they sure get the job done. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Maxim machine gun, sawed-off shotgun, and rifle. Alright, let's talk about some of the real firepower you can get your hands on in Dead Rails, starting with the Maxim machine gun. Now this bad boy is all about spraying bullets and handling multiple enemies at once. With 25 damage to the body and 50 to the head, it's definitely a solid choice for when you're facing a group of enemies that just won't quit. But here's the catch: it's got to be set down on the ground to use it, so it's not exactly the most mobile weapon. It's also got 100 turret ammo in a magazine, and you can restock with 100 ammo boxes for a pretty decent price. At $125, it's a good deal for heavy fire support in tight spots. Next up, we've got the sawed-off shotgun, a beast of a weapon that's all about the raw power, with 75 damage to the body and a massive 100 damage to the head, depending on distance. This weapon is a one-shot kill machine for those close-range fights. You get to reload after every 2 shots, so it's a bit slow. But hey, when you're up close and personal, who needs to shoot more than twice anyway? The best part? It can tear through hordes of enemies. The only downside is that it can't be bought from the store, so if you want it, you've got to earn it the hard way. Moving on, we've got the rifle. This is your go-to weapon for long-range combat. With a body damage of 75 and headshot damage of 95, it's got some serious punch. The rifle has a cooldown of 2.5 seconds, which isn't bad at all, considering how accurate it is. No bullet drop, 100% accuracy. This is a sniper's dream. The 6-bullet magazine keeps you from reloading every second, and at $75, it's a steal. If you like picking off enemies from a distance without missing, this is your weapon. Plus, you can buy extra ammo boxes for $20, making sure you're always stocked up. Now, the beauty of these weapons is how they work together. You could start off with the Maxim machine gun, laying down suppressive fire to hold back the enemy, and then when they get too close, whip out that sawed-off shotgun for a quick and brutal cleanup. Or, if you're feeling more strategic, take a step back with the rifle and snipe your way through the enemy ranks. All these weapons play to different strengths, and depending on your style, you'll find yourself using them in different situations. And let's talk about ammo for a second. Each weapon has its own unique setup. The Maxim runs through turret ammo quickly, but if you're on top of your game, it can keep you covered for a while. The sawed-off shotgun, though, uses slug ammo, which is perfect for the big damage output. The rifle uses bullets, which are the standard fare and pretty easy to restock. Ammo management is key in Dead Rails, so don't get caught running low when you need it the most. Finally, remember that these weapons come with their own costs, and they can get pretty expensive. But in Dead Rails, you get what you pay for. Whether you're up against waves of enemies or just trying to pick off some lone survivors, these A-tier weapons will have your back. So pick your favorite and get ready to see some serious action. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Vampire Knife and Mauser C96. Alright, let's dive right into 2 of the most insane weapons you can find in Dead Rails. We're talking about the Vampire Knife and the Mauser C96. These 2 bad boys are in a league of their own, and if you know how to use them, they can turn the tide of any fight. First up, the Vampire Knife. Now, if you've been playing for a while, you know this weapon is crazy. It might not be something you can buy at the store, but when you get your hands on it, it's an absolute game changer. With 20-40 damage and a super fast cooldown of just 0.5 seconds, you're basically turning into a life-steal machine. Every hit you land not only damages enemies but heals you up at the same time. It's like having your cake and eating it too. High attack speed combined with lifesteal, that's a win in any book. Then there's the Mauser C96. This one is a bit more traditional in terms of firepower, but don't let that fool you, it packs a punch. The body shot damage sits at 25, and if you land a headshot, you're doing a solid 50 damage. It has an instant cooldown, so it's all about precision and quick reflexes. The Mauser comes with a 6-bullet magazine, and you can stock up with ammo at a pretty affordable price. Just $15 in the store for 24 rounds. It's a more cost-effective option compared to some of the other heavy hitters out there, and it's good at pretty much any stage of the game. Both these weapons have their unique perks. The Vampire Knife is all about being in the thick of it, healing while you slice through enemies, making you nearly unkillable if you play your cards right. Meanwhile, the Mauser C96 is a trusty option that can still deliver when you need it most. Whether you're sneaking around taking out enemies or facing an all-out brawl, both weapons are more than capable of getting the job done. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.